Yeah, what's up, good people? Y'all know what time it is. It's Tuesday night. Thank y'all for tuning in. AA Sports, straight sports, no chasing. I'm Diego Barishnikov, one half of AA Sports. I'm here with my main man, the other half. Tell them who you are.
My name is All Hate, the other A in AA Sports, and I am here to announce that Michael Jordan cannot sell $450 shoes because he is not Lonzo Ball.
Say, Mike's only selling like that on the resale market.
I just read that before we went on, and I tell you, man, LeVar is a character. He's a character.
Yeah, he is, and I'm pretty sure we'll dive into that at some point. This is the price point. I mean, it's people out there that pay that for shoes. And
they buying them.
But there's some other things. You got to be established. You know what I'm saying? It got to be a hot exclusive. It can't be some no-name joint. We don't know who made it. It could be fresh off the Chinese press. We don't know what that shoe made. We don't know the quality of it. And then he's selling it with no refunds, all sales final. That's a red flag.
That's crazy right there. I hand you $475 after tax. And what if it, you know how certain shoes like Adidas may not fit you the same way as Nike will. But I can't get a refund, exchange, no nothing. Wow.
That has me kind of skeptical, especially about the quality of the shoe.
Right.
You know who manufacturing it. So,
we'll get on him later on. That was just funny to me when I heard that.
But we won't know until November because the damn shoes ain't shipping until November. You got to buy them now, pre-order. You can't get your money back, but you ain't getting them till probably after Thanksgiving.
I guess the crazy thing, we got to finish this up. We'll move on to Lonzo later. The crazy thing is they've been pictured just recently in J's. It seems like if you're pushing your shoe, you should have a prototype off top, and you'd be in yours. But that's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
All right, let's get on to Open Bar. And I'm going to let you handle Open Bar since you are the boxing guy of the show. And it was a good weekend for y'all.
I mean, considering the fight that got made, but yeah, that Canelo and Chavez fight was bullshit. 12 rounds, nothing. Chavez, I told y'all last week, if Chavez came with his A plus game, then it could be a good fight. But he has a tendency to bullshit, come in out of shape. He wasn't out of shape this time, but he damn sure bullshitted. It was times Canelo just backed into the ropes trying to get him to engage, and he still wouldn't engage. So it was a horrible fight. But the WWF spectacle at the end of it, where they announcing the fight with Triple G, they had Triple G come in, walk down the aisle, and it was totally WWE wrestling shit. But September, we're going to get Canelo versus Triple G for the middleweight supremacy title. So we'll see who comes out on top on that. That's going to be a super fight. That's going to be the mega fight.
You got an early prediction?
Nah, not yet. Not going to happen between now and then. I want to see what weight they fight, whether they're going to fight at the catch weight or is really going to be at middleweight or is it going to be for any titles or what have you. But we're going to see. It's going to be a good fight.
That's what's up. I guess the main thing I'm proud about is that they actually are making it as of right now. And it's not going to be no BS, kind of like, 10 years went by between Manny and Floyd when they should have fought, 5 to 10 years. So it's a good thing they're going to get this done in their prime.
Right. It's a lot easier when the promoters work together because that's the main thing. That's what a lot of people who don't watch a lot of boxing don't understand is that the promoters are pretty much the ones that's pulling all the strings. And fights can be made without the promoters. And you got Bob Arams out there. You got your Oscar De La Hoyas. You got Mayweather is in that arena now. A couple other cats. So, and if the promoters not on the same page, if they ain't feel like they getting their cut, the percentages ain't right, the bag ain't right, that's what drags on fights getting made a lot of the times.
Ain't that?
So.
All right, let's jump on into the NBA playoffs, people. As of right now, we're going to start on Boston and Washington. I believe this time last week, Boston was playing Washington, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, we were on Thursday.
Yeah, so they were trying to get their first game. Well, as of today's show, we have a 2-2 series, people. Washington went back home and took care of business and tied this series up. Both games were good. Both games were damn good, but I'll come away thinking that John Wall might be the best player in the series.
Game 4 wasn't good.
You ain't like game? Well, yeah, that was the blowout. Yeah. I mean, it was cool up until like the third quarter when they went on. I want to say they went on a 26-point run, something like that.
Right.
20 got blown out of proportion then.
26-0 run. How the hell do you let a 26-0 run happen? I don't care if you on the road or not. 26-0 in the playoffs?
That's ridiculous.
That can't happen. That can't happen.
But I tell you what, I like their adjustments. You know, I think we talked about this last week. The playoffs are all about adjustments from game to game. You got maybe 1 day, 2 days in between. You got to make adjustments. They started to make Isaiah uncomfortable, and that's what they should have been doing. Send bodies to him. He's going to pull up. He's a shooter. You got to put bodies on him. I love the way they were collapsing on him Sunday. You know, he was getting in that paint. It was 3 dudes around him. And at 5'8", you ain't going to be able to get a whole lot of passing lanes if you can't see over the top.
Right.
You know?
I absolutely agree. I think Wizards probably came to the conclusion that they needed to double him. They went ahead and sucked up their pride. I think first couple games, they didn't really want to double a 5'8".
Right.
But if you're going to keep busting your ass, getting into the lane, eating, you have to. So they was able to make those adjustments. Shout out to Scott Brooks for making the right adjustments.
Right.
And even Game 4, I was worried a little bit in Game 4 because Washington depth hadn't been playing very well, and they was out Kelly Oubre. I thought it was a bullshit suspension. I mean, he got up, he pushed the dude. So what?
Yeah.
But in that game, Markieff Morris and Otto Porter decided to come to work that day.
Yes, they did.
And Bogdanovich came off the bench and had 13 points. So that was able to make up for Oubre being out right there. And you add that in with Avery Bradley, Jay Crowder combining for 11 points. Horford giving you 11. I mean, there you go right there. Isaiah Thomas only giving you 19.
But you know what I can tell you off top? I can almost tell you right now who's gonna win game 5. Boston. Strictly because what he came out talking about with the free throw disparity, with the difference in free throws. But if you really look at it, they shot 24 free throws. Washington shot 27. But at the same time, Isaiah didn't shoot none. Bradley didn't shoot none. Horford didn't shoot none. Now I kind of look at that. Were they being finesse shooting threes? Or were they going to the hole? It seemed like they kept Isaiah out the lane because he was pulling up in the half just about most of the first half.
Right. I mean, Horford's not a dude that draws a lot of fouls anyway. Right. Avery Bradley, he only took 9 shots. 5 of them was 3-pointers, so he wasn't aggressive going to the hole.
Exactly.
And I think Isaiah Thomas's main thing, I don't think it was the total number of free throws team-wise. He seemed to be complaining or putting that bug in the ref's ear about touching him up.
Right, exactly.
So he'll probably get a few more calls. At the end of the day, if Washington stick with that game plan,
they'll be good.
The ball out of his hands, they'll be good.
Sure will.
Yeah, they'll be good.
Just like I said last Thursday, Bill, look at that, 11 for 16, 3 of 6, 29 points, 4 boards. You're gonna get what you're gonna get from Wall, but with Bill, it's like every time he's shooting right, they have good games. It just seems like it. Yeah. I didn't care for what they would. I don't understand why they bail Isaiah out when people are guarding him. If I got him on me, that's mouse in the house. I'm going to the post. Even if I don't know how to post, I'm gonna make him defend me. And it just seemed like Bill wasn't doing that, and Isaiah was hiding on him a lot.
They don't practice that in this day and age. Guards don't go to the post. So when you ain't used to doing something, it's hard to just turn on that switch and start doing it. It's not gonna happen. Yeah.
Well, what you got for next game?
I think all to cut down on them turnovers. That's my only thing with him. He gonna give you double easy every game, but on some nights he's gonna give you almost a triple double with them turnovers.
Yeah.
He's got to cut that down in order for them to take that next step.
All right, let's play a quick game. Since you brought up John Wall and the turnovers, I'm gonna give you some names. You tell me if you take John Wall over them right now. Current play.
All right.
CP3, even at his current age.
Yes.
All right. Russ.
Yes.
Steph.
No. I'm going to say no.
I got to agree.
Reason being is because Steph's – only thing that's Steph to me is superior in his shooting.
Yeah, that's it.
Outside of that, you want your point guard setting the table and making plays.
Right.
And so that's why I take Wall. I like Wall's size. I love point guards with some nice size on them. They ain't really scared to go in there and mix it up a little bit. Wall, defensive wise, is starting to remind me a little bit of a young Dwayne Wade as a guard, where he blocked shots and get on the interior and defend. You ain't getting that from Steph. With Steph, you can run his little ass off some screens, touch him up. He might get flustered, get frustrated, get out of his game. You can't be that physical with Wall.
Hey, man, Steph going to be straight next year. He doing muscle milk commercials right now. He going to be straight next year.
He doing them muscle milk commercials and them Air Christian Mingles.
Yeah.
We'll see how that works. He might make next year. What Allen Iverson saying in that one interview, not the practice one, but he's like, what I'm supposed to do? Go out here and lift weights and come out here and be all strong? What's that going to do?
Hey, that might have extended his career. Just might have. Well, that and not going out every night.
Yeah.
All right, Harden.
Harden over Wall. Yeah, I'll take Harden over Wall.
All right, Kyrie.
Yeah, I like Kyrie's closing ability.
He's becoming a point guard.
Now that was there. It's kind of close. I give Kyrie the little edge because, like I said a few minutes ago, Wall, his turnovers, man, he got to cut them damn turnovers down.
Yeah.
But off top, well, I know you got another couple names, but I think that's probably the 5 I'd take. He's right there in that top 5 conversation, definitely.
All right.
Just depending on your flavor, what you want, what kind of offense you're running or whatever, he right there in that mix.
Well, the crazy thing is, all right, let me give you these last 3. Dame.
Nah.
All right. Conley.
Hell no. And I like
Lowry.
Nah. I think Lowry's scoring wise, I think Lowry's straight until the playoffs come around.
Yeah.
But assist wise, he kind of iffy. He gets hurt. So I ain't taking. I wouldn't take Lowry. I want to see what Lowry can do with more help around him.
Mm-hmm.
Toronto, they don't have the pieces.
We gonna get to them in a second.
They don't.
But looking at this, essentially, he's 1A or 1B as far as best point guard in the East. In that case, it's him and Kyrie.
Oh, absolutely, yeah, absolutely.
So that's solid. We'll see how the rest of that series play out for him. Let's move on over to the Cavs taking care of business and sweeping the Toronto Raptors. What do you like to call them?
Oh, baby dinosaurs.
The baby dinosaurs. they tried to fight in the second half. They tried.
They did.
But they weren't going to beat them. No, if you realize that LeBron is working on his second bye week in the playoffs.
Yeah. they probably will not play. I think the earliest that the conference finals will start is Monday, and the latest, which if Boston Washington goes 7, which we probably are staring at, we'll play until Wednesday, the 17th, right. I think. And they've been off since Sunday. Right.
Early Sunday.
Early game Sunday. 1 o'clock game Sunday. 3 o'clock, whenever it was. But, yeah. Hey, man, when you can get rest in like that, they're going to stay fresh. They're going to stay fresh and ready to go. Now they can get practice time in. That was one of the Cavs' big things coming around the last part of the season. They were saying they didn't really have a lot of time to actually get practice reps in. So now they got time to do that and fine-tune and tweak some things even more.
Cause you see what I got LeBron listed as on the stat sheet.
Yo, best in the world.
That's it, cuz.
Hey, who arguing with it? Who arguing with it?
Cause they getting it done, and J.R. Smith has not had a good game this playoff. Not one.
Has he had one since he came back?
You know what? I ain't even think about that one.
Yeah.
But you know, it's like we're looking at J.R. now ball, but we're also seeing Kyrie Irving becoming a point guard. He really is.
He didn't get to the 10 assist mark this game, but he had 9.
That's 3 games straight over 9 assists. And that's got to be a career record for him. That's got to be.
Yeah. Cal Corbin had one of his better games since he's been a Cav. I mean, they only 10 turnovers, 24 assists on we don't have a total field goals. But 24 assists is a lot of assists for a team.
Mm-hmm.
Boards were about even. And they shot 41 threes that game?
That's what it said.
16 for 41. That's not burning it up. But
that's a lot of threes.
That's a lot of damn threes. And a lot of these teams are taking 30 and 40 threes a game. And that's why, you remember in the past, you may average 100 points regular season, become playoff time. Normally, it used to be them scores come down, 80s, 90s if you lucky. But not if everybody shooting threes, them scores ain't coming down. So
Europe.
That's one of them. That's one of them turning points. This is where we are. This is what it is.
Let's move on to the Toronto Raptors. This is one of them situations, and we were talking about this. I guess you can call that our pre-show talk earlier today. These cats. I mean, this is pretty much it. They don't really have much room because it's 2 cats that are holding them back as far as being able to move to the next level in my eyes. That's DeMarre Carroll and Valanciunas. They're owed a combined $62 million over the next 2 years that they can't do nothing with. They can't move them cats, man. And that's money that they need.
They may be able to. They have to package them all together maybe for one something, but what's out there?
That's a lot of bread, man. No, I mean, I read something today, pretty good article on ESPN. It was talking about how to move Valanciunas, you're going to have to throw a first in at some point because you got to sweeten the deal. Or DeMarre Carroll. I thought Powell played a damn good series. He played better than Carroll. A damn good series.
Yeah, the writing on the wall was on the wall to me for that they didn't trust DeMarre Carroll when they went and got P.J. Tucker.
Yes, sir. He was supposed to be their stopper. He was supposed to be P.J. Tucker.
Right. So I like P.J. Tucker in that role. Now you got Kyle Lowry opting out. I don't think I was hearing this morning on the way to work was he said he going out west to avoid the Cavs. And I'm like,
well,
wait a minute. Is this speculation or did he actually say that? Because if he actually said that, I don't want no meeting with you if you that soft.
Well, that and last I checked, Golden State's still sitting at the top of the West and they ain't going nowhere. And we just ran off at least six point guards he gonna have to deal with on a nightly basis who are pretty damn good. I guess the only option out west is if he's talking about San Antonio.
Yeah, if he says that the ring is the main option, that's the only option, then the Spurs is the only option.
That's the only option.
I read on I think it was Bleacher Report, they listed about 7 or 8 teams that he could possibly go to. And of course half of them was bullshit. They had on there like the Nuggets.
Why?
Why the fuck would he go to the Nuggets?
Why would he do that?
They had a nice little young team. I think they were up in the playoff hunt until maybe the last week or two, maybe. Matter of fact, Russ put them out on when he broke the triple-double record. I get that deep-ass 3 to win that game. That put them out then. So that was pretty late in the season.
Right.
But I'm not plugging but I'm not plugging Lowry on that team and saying, okay, now the Nuggets are ready to roll. Nah. They still got a decision to make on Gallinari. What they going whether he wants to stay or they're gonna pay him. So I'm not buying that Nuggets transaction at all.
Well, the one thing I come away with after reading that article I read earlier today, he ain't going nowhere. 31 years old, and they got $200 million for him. He ain't going nowhere, and I don't blame him. If they gonna give him that bag, take it.
Yeah.
The question is, what they gonna do about Serge?
Yeah, and that's the funny part. Talking about the $200 million is that these players, we go through this at least with one or two players every year. The ring is the main objective. They come out, they say the main thing, but it's hard to pass up that money when it's sitting right there in your face. 5 years, $200 million, or 4 years, $150 to go somewhere else.
Supermax undefeated.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't see him leaving $50 million on the table.
Hell no. To go to a loser?
Right.
To be eighth in the conference and have to deal with either Cleveland or Golden State?
Right. And anybody who say otherwise, I ask you this. How did you feel last year, or maybe the year before last, when David West left $10 million on the table to go chase a ring?
Right.
We called him stupid, right?
Right.
All right. So you think he finna leave 50 on the table to go chase a ring? Nah, bro. I believe it when I see it.
I was having an exchange with this cat on Twitter Sunday. I tweeted out about Kyle Korver. I said, this is his last year in Cleveland. I said, reason being, the bag that will be offered to him, he won't be able to walk away from it. Win or not. I said, the cat is what? They say he's 36. And the way shooting is valued, somebody's going to throw a legit big bag at him. I said, $50 million easy. I can see him getting off of that. Because shooting, it's not like he's an athlete. He's just shooting.
Right. Now, anybody overpays him to just shoot. I'm questioning your GM.
But would you be surprised?
I wouldn't be surprised. Well, I don't know. LeBron has a tendency to have an effect on cats where they stay for less money. Now
they offer that type of stupid money, and it can happen. Now, if nobody's offering that, and of course he's in the best position possible, he better stay there if the money's even. But if it's not at 36, and somebody I'm trying to think of a team that could use that shooting. Case in point.
That's a contender, though.
That you gotta wonder if he's gonna look at that. Now at 36, he probably done made his money. He ain't make superstar money, but he made his money. But it just really comes down to where you at in your life and how much that bag is worth. It really comes down to that. Because that's generational bread at 36. If somebody offered him $50 million at 36 to shoot for 4 years, he'd be a damn fool not to take that money. I love you, LeBron.
Yeah, ain't nobody giving him a 4-year deal at 36.
Okay, 3. With a team option. I mean, we've seen crazy stuff. And like you always tell me, they gotta sign the player. They gotta spend the money to get to the cap level. So you're gonna see stupid contracts out there like that. But,
yeah. But I don't know. I'm thinking of that more of them will be toward younger guys. Unless it's a contender. Now if it's a contender, then
I'm trying to think who would be listed as a contender who could use him besides
Cleveland. It's got to be in the same capacity as that is with Cleveland. I heard, matter of fact, Korver was on our show this morning, and he was talking about the difference between playing in Atlanta and playing in Cleveland. And he said in Atlanta, he was looked at to actually go and have to try to create a shot.
Right.
In Cleveland, I don't think he got to do is sit back and wait.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? To catch a ball and shoot. So I don't bring him in to be the Kyle Korver from Atlanta. So like I said, it's about what you need.
Just depends on how it's gonna fall.
And then a lot will have to do with how the year ends this year too. If Cleveland wins, then he might go chase a bag. If they come up short, then he might have to hang around and come back.
Well, LeBron always convinces them to make that magic to keep the guys he likes, and Kyle Korver fits his game perfectly. So it's gonna be a summer for the Toronto Raptors. They gotta pay Lowry. I don't know what they're gonna do with Serge, because Serge is max money.
They gotta offer it up.
So
offer it up. Does Serge want to stay there? There's some options.
I don't think they would have gave up that first to get him if they were just renting him. I just don't believe they would have did that for a rental. They could have stayed where they were with Patrick Peterson, if that's the case. So
if they give him the max, they got to get Lowry the max.
You know what that equals, right?
And this is pretty much the model of what it's going to be, people, for a foreseeable future.
Yep.
3 max players, you fill in the rest of the shit.
That's it.
Now, everybody ain't LeBron. Everybody can't get players that could command a little bit more on other teams to come play for a little bit less and fit in that system. The Raptors ain't got nobody that's LeBron. So you're filling your shit in with actual shit.
Right.
And does that put you over the hump next year?
I guess the GM said it today. You know, I actually like their GM. I think he's rather smart. But if he keeps this thing, if he re-signs both of them, then you're basically going right back at it with the same team. And even if Kyle Lowry would have played them last 2 games, they might have stole one of them and they would turn right back around and lost Monday or Tuesday. So that's tough, man, because LeBron going to be there. He's going to be there for the foreseeable future.
It's like you said, they'll have to, if they're going to sign them 3 as max, they got to move DeMarre Carroll, Valanciunas. They got to move them.
That's a whole lot of bread left on Carroll.
They got to find a way to move those guys. There's a guy I saw that you put on here that decided he was opting out today, coming fresh off of Achilles.
Oh boy, yes.
He could be a scorer for them.
He going for the bag, man. Somebody must have told him something because he left 14 mil. He left 14 mil on the table, and he ain't even running yet, from what I understand.
He can make that back. Shit, Bay's getting 14, 15 million a year.
Yeah, but Bays ain't coming off no injury. And I guess Rudy's played, 8 to 10 years already, right? Easily.
Yeah.
But, my bad. You know what? Somebody did get that type of bread coming off injury. The boy in Dallas, he was coming off an Achilles. They gave him $90 million. So.
Yeah, Wesley Matthews.
And he better than him.
Chandler Parsons keep getting paid.
Oh, my God. I got that on my list here. I made another list. I ain't sent it to you. Just looking at some of these teams and the ones that need help, Memphis, case in point, just this year, they got 19.2 falling off their salary. 19.2. And that's not max money, but that's good money with Zebo, Vince, and Tony Allen. All the old dudes fall off.
Okay.
But you know what kills them? They still owe Parsons $72 million over the next however long. God, that's good, bread. He got a damn good agent. The Lakers, they stuck with them 2 dudes, Mozgov and Dang, $102 million owed to them over the next 3 years.
That's the dumbest shit ever right there.
Now, as far as Lowry, we're going to get off Toronto with this here. There's space in San Antonio. Duncan and Manu and Patty Mills fall off this summer. That's $22.8 million.
That's the only place I can see.
That's not max, but 22.8. It's good money.
That's the only place I can see. I was going to say he'll have to take that 4 years, 150 or 140 or whatever it is.
Yeah.
That's the only place I see.
Yeah.
If he's really talking about a championship,
that's the best place to go.
He's not trying to stick around for the max money to move. That's the only place I see.
Right. Only place. But we're going to see what they decide to do. Let's move on to Houston and San Antonio. They are playing right now. I don't know the score. It was close. But San Antonio got beat game 4 on Sunday. Houston showed back up, and just again, they hit 19 threes and they won. Either they hitting them threes or they not. There is no middle. I think the biggest thing to come out of game 4 was Nene getting hurt. I know he's an old dude, but Nene is like the only muscle they have on that team. The only muscle. The only big that's going to, put a bow to you. He's it. Now they don't have that.
Yeah, Spurs got a couple bigs, but they ain't.
It's not a big man's game no more. Mm-hmm. But sometimes you need that physicality, and they just don't have none. It's just – but, I think D'Antoni said it tonight. He said, I'll put my threes up against their twos all day. This is a whole nother NBA. This is a whole nother. A 3-point game. That's all it is now.
That's it.
But you know what? I was watching the first half. I kind of feel like San Antonio got a legit chance to win this series, even without Tony Parker. I like the defense. And if it comes down to coaching, as long as Pop is willing to make the adjustments like he has been in the last 2 games, then they got a chance. I was watching a sequence in the game. Houston went small immediately. Rather than him staying with a big chasing the small, he put a small on the court. That's the adjustments he got to make.
Right.
Don't be stubborn.
And he didn't do that the first game, but we know Pop makes adjustments. So yeah. And the halftime score is Rockets 60, Spurs 58. Kawhi Leonard must not be on Harden tonight because Harden got 23 at the half.
Yeah, he been switching off of him a lot. They've been trying to keep him away from him.
But when Kawhi is on him, Harden can't do anything.
Nothing. Did you see that stat?
Yeah,
he's doing nothing with Kawhi on him.
So if I'm Pop, I don't put Kawhi on him the whole game and run him down, get him tired. I'll wait till the fourth quarter.
That's it.
Or do it in key stretches where, if Harden start getting off and you think the game may be getting away from you, then you put Kawhi on him.
Right.
Get under control and then take him off. But don't kind of like with how when LeBron used to who was that wing he used to guard on and off in spots?
Derrick Rose?
Was it Derrick Rose? When they used to play with them battles with Chicago?
Yeah. You remember when LeBron would switch off on him, that would shut all that down.
Right. So something like that. Pick them in spots and key moments like fourth quarter. Because Harden hasn't been able to do anything with Kawhi on him.
Nothing at all. But
it's all going to boil down to threes for Houston. If they're making their threes, they're going to be in pretty good shape to win. If they're not.
Yep. That's pretty much what it's going to come down to. Yeah, that's pretty much that with that series. We'll see what happens tonight. We'll talk about them on Thursday when Game 5 is completed. Golden State completed the sweep last night. They took out Utah, got it done. The big thing I take away from that is this was probably the first game Klay has shot good in the playoffs. He's been off, like really off in the playoffs. He had a solid shooting night last night. Steph had a solid shooting night last night. When they're shooting like that, you're going to have a hard time winning the game. But you got a triple-double from Draymond Green. KD had his numbers. If they shooting like that, they're hard to beat. They're hard to beat.
And they only hit 11 threes?
Right.
That's not even a whole lot for them.
Nah, not for them.
So, you got 50 boards, 28 assists. that makes up for it.
Right.
That definitely makes up for it. I don't see anything in the box score out of the norm.
Nah. They just shot the ball well.
They shot it well. Utah was just undermanned. I mean, Gobert seemed like he was at times the only cat that wanted to play. Gordon Hayward's numbers, he was putting up numbers, but they seemed like them quiet numbers to me.
He gonna have a decision this summer. But that will be one of them decisions like you just talking about. The bag or I ain't gonna win no time soon unless he adds a lot. So I guess it's whether or not you want to go lose to LeBron or you want to lose to the Warriors. Because if he goes to Boston, I mean, he'll fit maybe. But I heard a good point today. Somebody was like, it ain't easy playing with Isaiah. Isaiah wants that ball. He demands that ball. He's going to shoot it. It's not like he's making people around him better. So it's going to be hard to play with him.
Right. Me and Glass, shout out to Glass from Get With It Sports. Y'all go check them out on Twitter. Me and him was talking the other day, and we was talking about it needs to be moved off the ball, and they need a real point guard. He needs to be like when Philly had Eric Snow running point and had Iverson off the ball.
Yeah. Kind
of like what we was pleading Oklahoma City to do for years before KD left, take Russell off the ball, get a real point guard.
Right.
That's what's going to have to happen for Boston to take the next step.
Yeah. I had to kill something. Sorry, people. But yeah.
Roaches on air, man?
Nah, it was no roaches. We don't have roaches. That was a silverfish. But nah, he gonna have a decision. He's gonna have a decision because they're gonna throw everything they got at him to make him stay. And I'm sure it's a good place to raise your family, but if you're trying to win, it ain't gonna be there. I'd rather go win in Boston. But yeah. They got a lot. I mean, Joe fell off of the earth the last two games. He was giving them first, that first series.
Yeah.
That didn't happen against this team.
Nah, you had better defenders.
got better defenders. I look at this. I'm not trying to shit on the Clippers when I say this, but this team beat them in 7 games. Even without Blake, this team beat them in 7 games.
Yeah, because they were just more sound.
Yeah.
They just didn't. They didn't match up well against Golden State, but against the Clippers, yeah, they matched up real good.
Yeah. But we gonna see with that one because we'll find out if that bag is really worth it. But speaking of staying, and this is our last little thing about the NBA. Did you hear what Dame Lillard said? Said that loyalty means a lot to him. He'd rather win in Portland than go chase the ring anywhere else. And I thought that comment was interesting considering the fact he's under contract. Of course, you ain't got no option to go nowhere else.
And it's easy to say that when you like 25.
Right. Right.
It's easy to say that. Just like when LeBron went to Miami, people pulled up the tweet when KD went to Warriors, but when LeBron went to Miami, KD was talking the same.
Right, that loyalty stuff.
Loyalty state. Look, people, we probably haven't said it since we came back on there, but we've said it time and time again. We'll say it again. That loyalty shit will have you ending up like KG.
And we can finish up with that since you brought him up. You know what? KG sacrificed his best years, people. If you think he was good in Boston, his best years were languishing in Minnesota, getting put out in the first round. Now, he would get them to the playoffs. He would because he was that damn good. But he wasted all his years for his beloved soda.
The beloved soda. First player with a $100 million contract. That's back when to get a $100 million contract, you had to sign for like 7-8 years.
Right. You had to be really good.
So.
But finishing up with KG. There was an appearance on TNT's Area 21 last night of the OG's Team Petty, a.k.a. the 08 Boston Celtics. Are they ever going to let this shit go?
I mean, it seems like they want to because actually hearing them versus stuff that you read, and they could have cleaned it up for TV or what have you. But, it seems like they kind of want to, but they want Ray to reach out.
Jesus ain't going to reach out to them.
He reached out today.
Oh, he did? I ain't here.
Yeah, he put up an Instagram post of him in Miami and Rondo guarding him and him kind of boring Rondo.
Oh, you shitting me.
I had to pull it up, see if I can find it real.
That's all right.
But yeah, man. Yeah.
I get it. That was years ago. Most of these cats retired. Now don't get me wrong. I'd have been pissed off if I was a teammate and you left the guys who beat us, left to go to them for less money at that. But it's over with. Y'all know damn well y'all wouldn't have won that title without him. Move forward. Big Baby up there talking. Big Baby.
Yeah, who invited him?
Right. He's welcome. KG is the elder statesman of that team, him and Paul Pierce. They need to go ahead and squash that, man. Excuse me.
All right. There you go, people. That's the Instagram post. The power to push limits is what he posted.
I love it. I love it.
So.
And last time I checked, 2 rings is better than 1.
All day. Twice on Christmas.
All right, people. We're going to finish up with a little bit of NFL because we don't have much more in the line of basketball to talk about. On our sheet for the show, I put up the post-draft power rankings by the 4-letter network. And New England is on top, of course, because they had a pretty good offseason. I guess, what sticks out to you on that? Nothing really?
That this is really just the power rankings from the end of last year.
I guess the only thing that sticks out to me, if you're looking at what happened over the offseason and right now, is 10. Denver's quarterback situation still ain't really resolved. I'd take 11 and 12 and 13 over them right now.
Houston, Titans, Dolphins?
Yeah. Because their quarterback situation's resolved.
Yeah.
Well, Houston's not just yet.
What Tannehill knee looking like?
Yeah. Okay, well, let's 11 and 12. Hell, I like Tampa at 9-7 for what they did this offseason and during the draft. That's solid. That's real solid. But yeah, it's primarily the playoff team at the end of the last year. But we're gonna see about this. Atlanta's listed at 2, Green Bay's at 3, the Steelers are at 4, Dallas is at 5, Seattle's at 6, Oakland 7, 8 the Chiefs, 9 the Giants, and 10 Denver. NFL, I guess the funny thing about the NFL, people, all it takes is somebody planting their foot wrong and changing your entire season. One of them quarterbacks go down, anything can go the wrong way. But do you think New England's just a flat-out favorite going into the season?
I mean, yeah, going into the season, yeah. I mean, Super Bowl champs, Brady's still playing, and they re-upped big time.
They loaded that clip, didn't they?
Normally, with a Super Bowl winner, you have turnover the other way, where you're losing stuff. You're losing key pieces, and maybe you might come down to the pack a little bit.
Nah.
The way they reloaded, they extended from the pack.
They pushed them chips all the way into the middle of the table. Said, we need to win now.
There you go. So I think it's early. It's May.
Yeah.
But between AFC, them Steelers, Oakland, it's probably going to be top 3 teams. I would have been real interested to see what Oakland could have did against them last year if Carr.
Yeah.
So hopefully we get to see that this year. With the NFC, I think Atlanta should be right back there as top.
Yeah.
No reason why they shouldn't be, and unless Kyle Shanahan was really that valuable to them in that offense. We'll see.
We'll see.
Who do they get to replace? Who's the coordinator?
Your boy Sark.
Okay.
Pour it up.
You gonna we're gonna have a little water, but even though, so you're gonna put Sark drunk ass in the same city with Coach Bud drunk ass. Okay, we'll see.
They're gonna be homeboys. They're gonna be homeboys. Kicking it after the game.
We are going to see how that goes. But I think Atlanta should be right back there. Green Bay, Dallas, and Seattle are my top 4 teams. Keeping an eye out for Tampa. Keeping an eye out for y'all, for the Panthers. Y'all season gonna depend on, is Cam gonna be healthy start of the season? They can't afford to get in that hole like they did last year and then try to battle their way back.
No, we're not that type of team. We gotta hit that ground running now. It's gonna be the defense. If we can run the ball and our defense get back to what it was, then we won't need Cam to throw the ball 30, 40 times a game. I just pray to God that Cam learns how to make the touch pass. Everything ain't gotta be that right there. It ain't all gotta be that.
And with your new toy, your new Hot Wheel, Christian McCaffrey, he's gonna have to, because there's gonna be a lot of short passes. So he's gonna have to.
And Samuel too, the little fella from Ohio State.
Oh yeah, I did pick him up. So yeah, y'all gotta do that. Now if we can just get y'all can just get Kelvin Benjamin on P90X.
Oh my God,
that'll be straight.
Yeah. All right, good people. What you got for last call?
Well, I can't touch on y'all and not touch on my own boys.
Oh, I'm sorry, my bad. They
got us at a respectable 31 out of 32 teams, and I appreciate that. It gives us something to look forward to and shoot for. Vegas had the odds of the over-under of wins for each team, and they got us at 4 wins. What they think we'll get. So
y'all get more than 4 wins.
I'm gonna be placing a bet on that.
Yeah. I can see 6 and 10.
That's what I'm shooting for. 6 and 10, somewhere around there. That's what I'm shooting for.
Yeah. Shit, you play the Rams twice.
Hey, we not getting our automatic first win, because we always play great the first game of the season on that Monday night football game. But we ain't getting that game this year. Matter of fact, we got no primetime games. We don't deserve any. So we don't have that. So maybe that'll turn things around, because the last 2 years we looked great first game, and then everything else was downhill after that. So
y'all losing game 1.
Oh, that's right. We play y'all. Yeah, that's a win.
All right, big dog. What you got anything for last call? You know what? I got one thing. since we talking NFL, shout out to Cardale Jones for finishing this degree. You know, that's you always hear about the bad stuff with the NFL players,
Right.
The rest and the foolishness. That cat didn't have he got some bread getting drafted. That's dope that he went back. Shout out to Cardale Jones with that.
Right, cause see, I think he had the where's it at? I had it right up. Cause he made that comment that time about how he didn't come to school to learn, or he came to play football, or what was the comment?
That's right. He talked about that tweet he put out there before.
Right, and he had that. He actually had that on his hat.
That's dope.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I can't find it. Oh well, we don't need it.
Yeah. What you got?
So last call, you asked me earlier today about your boy, or did you have something else?
No, I'm good. I forgot about it. Go ahead.
About LeVar and the $4.95 shoe. Do we think he's making a mistake? Is it bad parenting? Bad parenting going wrong? What is it? My take is he don't come across as a bad dad.
Mm-hmm.
He just comes across as a really misguided. I don't really want to say misguided because he's trying to teach his sons to be entrepreneurs.
Yes.
You go get their own bread, which I applaud.
Yes.
But I'm saying that's definitely what I'll be teaching my boy. Work for yourself. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I think he's going about the shoe thing wrong. Lonzo's not established. Like I said, we don't know where the hell these shoes are being made at. What's the quality of them? You can't just go in off the rip thinking somebody going to give you $1 billion and license your product when you haven't proven that not only can Lonzo be effective in the league, but that you can sell products.
If he could have walked into those big shoe companies with film on a freshman in college, high school, and 2 high schools, and walked out with $1 billion, that would have been unprecedented. You know.
Salute. But like I said, I mean, I get it. This is the year. If not, why not? And he's mad on if not, why not? And so, I just think maybe he needs to maybe take a step back and rethink what he's doing. You either gonna go independent or you gonna go with a label.
I just don't think you gotta shit on everybody on your way. Like that comment I said joking coming in about, Michael Jordan ain't Lonzo Ball. It's almost like you're waving meat at sharks. Come get them. And we already seen in the tournament, he ain't really a lateral movement defensive guy. No, he's not. So unless you're just selling lifestyle and that's got to be what they're selling. If he ain't balling like that, or if he doesn't take off early, big baller ain't gonna sell. That's just saying like you just putting too much pressure to me on the kid when ain't nothing happened yet. You know what I'm saying?
Right, and that's a lot of people's gripe with him, and I get it. Don't put the pressure on Lonzo, but like I was telling you earlier today, we was talking about it a little bit. Lonzo been dealing with this all his life.
He's used to it. You can tell when he talks. He's used to it.
Yeah. He just seems so calm in his demeanor to me. He's just like his game on the court. Yeah. No facial expression. Don't get too high. Don't get too low. So now if he gets drafted by LA, then the thing could very well take off.
Yeah.
Because you talk about the LA market, that media market, that lifestyle out there, it's totally different than going to OKC or going.
Real talk. He's really that good. You put him on that Lakers team, a pass first point guard. They can mess around and win 40 games because they won 30 or so this year.
So let him come in, do his thing, be rookie of the year, right there in the running for a rookie of the year. He gets some other endorsements. They can very well sell a whole lot of them Zo2s.
Yeah. All right, I'm done. I don't got nothing else, homie.
No, I don't really have anything today. I can't. I was trying to think of something off cusp that ain't sports related. But I really ain't have anything. They finished with that damn bridge already.
It's done?
They was striping it today.
Say word.
Word.
Okay.
All right. So y'all remember the 85 in Atlanta, the bridge collapsed like a month and a half ago. First they said 6 or 7 months. Then they said, well, we can get it done mid-June. Then they told the construction or the companies or contractors, whatever, we'll shoot you an extra $3-4 million if you can get it done by the end of May. So they was
that overtime was killing them.
Right, bet. So it's looking like 85 gonna be back open here probably within the next 2 weeks or so.
Hey, y'all who follow me on Twitter, who watch the show, y'all test that bridge out for you folk. Let me know. Just hit me with the emoji, the thumbs up after you done went down it, and we good. I gotta see it first.
I was thinking about it. I don't think the problem gonna come initially. The problem gonna come after it's settled. That's gonna be a problem. That's when it's gonna happen. So,
you think it's gonna be open by Memorial Day weekend?
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah, we'll find out that weekend.
Yeah,
we'll find out.
It should be open by then. They talking about like the 20th or so.
Yeah, that's okay. So that's gonna give them a week before Memorial Day for people to be up and down.
Yeah. So yeah, it'll be ready.
That's what's up.
All right. What's the score? What's the score of this game?
67-63 Houston. 4-point lead.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna see how this turn out. This is a real big game. I think Houston needs it more than the Spurs. They should go out. They should want to go up 3-2 and go back home and close it out.
They really should.
Golden State sitting at home. They resting. They waiting. So we gonna see. So y'all know what it is. AA Sports. Y'all hit us up on the Twitter page at AA Sportscast. Also the IG page at AA Sportscast. Hey, tell them where they can converse or conversate. I know people hate them words. I use it on purpose too. Tell them
at Enrique6000 on Twitter. Holla at me. I talk sports.
There you go. All right, you can find myself at Diego Barich. I almost forgot my damn Twitter handle that quick. Also, the Facebook page is up and well, people. But we'll see y'all on Thursday. Again, it's AA Sports, straight sports, no chase. Y'all enjoy the rest of the game. Have a good rest of the week. We'll see y'all in 24, 48 hours. Peace.